day, everyone, and welcome to the RDG Sports Channel with your boy RDG. We in the building. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you'll be informed whenever I drop the latest video. Please make sure you hit that notification button. Hey, I'd like to thank the people that subscribe to my channel. I'm nothing without you guys. Hey, let me get right into it, though. I want to talk about Eric Bieniemy, a.k.a. EB. Yeah, I know he's no longer with the team, and some probably say, well, why are you talking about EB? He's not even a part of our team no more. Well, simply because I got a soft spot in my heart, and I was one of the people that was advocating for EB to come here. I was excited for EB to come here, and I look back, and I'm like, dang, that's unfortunate, man, because the guy, now he can't even get a head coaching job because all the head coaching vacancies are filled. You know, it's only 2 offensive coordinator spots left, you know. So that pretty much he can remain hopeful, you know, for those 2 offensive coordinator spots, or he simply could just be like an advisor to a team, you know what I'm saying, a struggling offense, and he can just come in and play a role as an advisor to an offense or something like that. But, you know, that's unfortunate. The story of Eric Bieniemy around since he's been in the league, and he worked his way up the ladder. He helped the Kansas City Chiefs get to 2 Super Bowls. They won 2 out of 3. They went to 3 of them. He helped them win 2. Some may say Andy Reid was the reason for that, which may be I say 65-75% true. But you also got to give credit where credit is due. Eric Bieniemy still played a part and orchestrating their offense and coordinating at least 45 to 55% of their offense, as Andy Reid would say. So you got to take your hat off to Eric Bieniemy for what he did in Kansas City. He didn't have success in Washington per se, but he still did his thing in Kansas City, and you got to tip your hat off to him the 10 years that he been there and the 5 years that he was offensive coordinator. Now, he paid a visit to the Chiefs during their playoff run, the championship game that he played, that he attended to. And Pat Mahomes was quoted by saying, man, he gave us a jolt, you know what I'm saying, a jolt of energy, you know what I'm saying, and the players were all excited. It was like, yeah, we got EB back in the building, yeah. But as it was quoted, as the article I read, Andy Reid said, I don't have a spot for EB right now. And I thought that was like, you know, I am. And he's saying this basically potential next season. That's basically what he was referring to, because he wasn't talking about this season, of course not. But he was basically referring to next season. Like, he don't have a spot for EB, like, you know, because they got Nagy back, you know. So after the Commanders' abysmal offensive showing this season, Andy Reid might be like, yeah, I don't want you back neither. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to say it in a nice way, you know. And why would he want him back? You know, why would he want EB back? You know, EB, you know, when he was there, he was in rotation. They was in sync. They had continuity. He been gone away from him for a whole year. You know what I mean? Some may say, well, he just only been gone 1 year. But the fact of the matter is, the man said he don't have a spot for him on his team. And I feel bad for EB, man, because EB, deep down inside, wanted to be a head coach. Some called him leaving Kansas City to come to Washington a lateral move. Ron Rivera gave him the title of assistant head coach, so it wouldn't seem like it was a lateral move. And EB, unfortunately, you know, he came here. Now, in hindsight, I kind of wish the man would have stayed in Kansas City and gave himself another opportunity. He probably would have landed one of these head coaching jobs this season. And you know, EB, he didn't do well here. He did quite terrible, actually, from coming from Kansas City, where your offense was ranked very high. You had success. You won Super Bowls. You was a hot candidate, at least in conversation, by the media. Maybe not the owners per se, but by the media. You know, you was a hot candidate. You was well deserving of a job, but Then when you look at your production this season, you finished 25th in scoring and 24th in total offense. That's not going to cut it when you had a golden opportunity. Now, granted, you had a rookie quarterback, even though some may say he's a second-year player. No, he was a rookie quarterback, and you had a terrible defense and a lame duck coach. So you had all these things working against you. You saw that coming in. EB, but you still pulled the trigger and played Russian roulette. And you pulled that trigger, and just so happened that was the chamber that had the bullet in it, and it went off. And that's a shame, man, because now, because of this showing right here, now that you was on your own, you're not going to get another chance. You're not going to get another opportunity. And you would think Dan Quinn will probably be like, you know what, let me give him a year trial. Dan Quinn is not a dumb coach. He's coming in the gate already saying, you know what, I'm not going to make the same mistakes Ron Rivera made by holding on to a guy too long or holding on to a guy. Just like he gave, his biggest mistake was when he gave Scott Turner the job over O'Connell out there in Minnesota, the head coach from Minnesota. If I'm saying his name wrong, leave it in the comments. But O'Connell was as you can see, he got a head coaching job, and he's an excellent play caller. Innovative, you know what I'm saying? Creative. Not saying not saying Scott Turner, but Scott Turner was so predictable that it was a shame. You know what I'm saying? He didn't adjust. That was his biggest thing. He didn't adjust, and the rest was history. You know, Ron Rivera held on to him too long, just like he held on to Jack Del Rio too long. And it was a shame that Eric Bieniemy came at the last minute. Ron Rivera should have made a pitch for this guy 2 years ago. He could have had Sam Howell the year before last. Been working with him all this time, and this would have been the year right here that Sam Howell fully understood his offense, fully understood what he wanted, what he was trying to do. But Ron Rivera persuaded a man that was desperate to show what he can do on his own so he can get a head coaching job, and it cost him, unfortunately. Ron Rivera didn't do this guy no favors, and it's unfortunate, man. You know, I wish the best for EB. Just like Dan Quinn said, you know, I wish the best for him, but we're not going to be working together this year. You know, so I just thought that was like, in a way, it was bittersweet somewhat, because we knew we wasn't going nowhere with Eric Bieniemy, but at the same time, you still want Eric Bieniemy to have success. And now he's not going to get that opportunity, but hopefully he will, being as though there's 2 offense coordinator positions left. But, you know, you never know the Eric Bieniemy, what Eric Bieniemy would have been as a head coach, but we're never going to find out. Unless he go to a team, become their offensive coordinator, and they lights out. He doing the same thing that he was doing in Kansas City, and they'd chalk this Washington season that he had. They'd chalk that off the books. You know what I mean? They erased that. It's like that would never had happened. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way he can try to get another head coaching position. But as of right now, as it stands, you know, I don't even think he interviewed for the Seahawks job, you know, at all. I really don't think he interviewed for those jobs, you know. And like I said, man, that's a crying shame, man. And the Seahawks and the Chargers. And, you know, it's unfortunate, you know. But maybe one day he'll get another opportunity, another crack at it, you know, at being an offensive coordinator. I'm pretty sure he's going to get another crack at being an offensive coordinator somewhere. And he can show them. He can get back to that Kansas City for him, and they'll be knocking on the door again. You know, they just chalk it off and say that was just Washington. This guy really is who he was in Kansas City. You know, get this guy a quarterback. You know, he had weapons here, but he just didn't have a quarterback. Get this man a quarterback and see what he can do. That's all I'm saying. Get this man a quarterback and a solid defense and see what he could do. He already proved in Kansas City. Well, like I said in the beginning of this video, a lot of people say, oh, that was Andy Reid. Okay, whatever. But give this guy a fair opportunity and see what he can do. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that, you guys, and just express my feelings about EB, because he still deserves to be at least an offensive coordinator somewhere with a fresh start, a good start, and not a lame duck coach. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But once again, I'm nothing without you. Peace.